Hi, my name is Ed, and this is my Flashforge Creator Pro. I've had it for about 6 months now and couldn't be happier with it. I use it mostly for functional things like tools, home improvement projects, and organizers. Prior to purchasing this printer, I had zero experience with 3D printing, slicing, or modeling software of any kind, so this was a great test of the Flashforge's user-friendliness. This is the model that was revised in 2016 with improvements to the chassis, heat retention, and a few other odds and ends like easier to use bed leveling knobs. The heated bed can accommodate 228 by 148 by 150 millimeter models, and it can reach 120 degrees Celsius. The excellent Flashprint slicing software now supports the Creator Pro model as well. I chose this printer because of the flexibility that it provides for the money. It's got dual extruders, a heated bed, and a fully enclosed print area. I've had the opportunity to work with PLA, ABS, and PETG so far, all of which worked really well with minor tweaking to print settings from the factory defaults. My favorite thing about the printer so far is that there is a large community behind it, so it's been really easy to find tips, tricks, and models for parts and upgrades. I've made quite a few modifications since getting it. The only thing I would consider to be a required modification was replacement of the spool holders. The factory ones haven't fit anything I've come across yet, aside from the rolls that came in the box. Aside from that, I've added better filament guides, glass bed, caps to cover all the small openings, and a tool holder. Now for the not so good. It's a pretty loud printer. Putting on as solid of a platform as possible has helped, but fast printing can get really loud. This might be something to consider if you plan to use it in an open workspace where noise might be bothersome. The other thing is the SD card reader. It'll consistently report an error the first time I try to access it, and then the second time it works fine. I researched it a little bit, and it seems to be normal for other users as well, so I don't necessarily think it's a defect in my specific machine, but something wrong with the design. The logo sticker on the front also took a small splash of acetone, and the ink came completely off. Fortunately, I was able to at least get the sticker off cleanly, so the machine still looks pretty good. Here are some examples of models printed on the Flashforge using PLA. These ones are at the low resolution setting, which will print at 0.30 millimeter layers. Over here are some examples of PLA prints using the standard resolution setting, which would be 0.18 millimeter layers. This print was also using PLA on the hyper resolution setting, which would be 0.08 millimeter layers. And then this last one for PLA was done using the vase mode in Simplify 3D. Over here are some examples of ABS prints. This one's going to be on the low resolution setting, 0.30 millimeter layers. And this one over here is a 12.12 millimeter layer high resolution print, also in ABS. And lastly, over here is an example of a PETG model. This was printed also using the vase mode setting in Simplify 3D. I really like this material. It's extremely flexible. Has a great shine for its finish. I would absolutely recommend the Flashforge Creator Pro to a friend if asked. It was easy to assemble, it's been reliable and flexible so far, and the Flashprint software that comes bundled with it is easy to use and still gives access to a lot of advanced options. Click the link in the description for more details or visit tobuyA3dprinter.com. Again, my name is Ed, and thanks for watching my review of the Flashforge Creator Pro. Bye-bye.